What up, guys? The Blind Prophet here, and I haven't done a video in well, if you ask me, 1.5 weeks. If you ask Austin, he'll say 69 years. But today we're gonna be talking about something that is kind of new in the community, even though it's completely outside of the community itself. Well, they try to stay out of it; they end up being in it. But with me, I have the Carlos follower and Austin, and we're on Clubhouse because my software is shit right now because they won't be nice and email me back. By the way, you better email me back. And here they are, and they're gonna tell you things.
What's going on? It's your favorite boy here, Alfonso La Carlista. How are you guys doing?
And howdy, my name is Austin, and this is why I use LumaFusion to edit my videos.
What is LumaFusion? Oh, but also you guys bring
Video editor.
You bring like the highest amount of background noise in existence.
Oh, that's because I'm using wide spectrum, but you should not hear any noise because I don't have nothing running.
Oh, I'm just using my microphone for my headphones. Anyway, Whitey's heard from a credible source, and I heard from another source that something was going on between our favorite lovable lady friend, the Man of Steel, and
He kind of sounds like his balls haven't finished
Beautiful
dropping.
woman.
Alien
I'm
Jaden.
kind of sad he's steel because steel doesn't rust. Damn it!
It's because he steals
Such a word.
things.
Oh, get wrecked.
Not that stealing.
Yeah, like the virginity of Wait, we don't talk about.
We don't talk about Mr. Steal Your Girl, but only if she's in kindergarten, okay?
Oh!
So, apparently he heard it from one source, I heard it from another source, but apparently now he's dating two minors because apparently he's using math logic and he's saying, well, if one is 12 and the other one is 13, they're 25 and that means they're older than me.
That's Common Core math. Congratulations.
That's
ladies
Common
and
Core
gentlemen.
math. Yeah, and so,
Try
I don't
some
know.
algebra.
Try some algebra? What are you, a mermaid?
Let's mix some Common Core into that algebra.
That's...
I
What
just
the
asked for a
stupid-
shitstorm.
Anyway, so you heard it how long ago, Whitey's?
2 days ago. No, like a day ago. Whenever Cloud made his video with Fernando.
Yeah, so apparently, they heard it from them, and I heard it from someone else, which I'm obviously not going to mention because
Speaking of,
they wanted to be anonymous, but the fact that two people are corroborating the same story makes it kind of suspicious.
oh yeah, I heard it from an unknown source too. I'm not gonna label who they are, but remember, I have eyes watching everywhere.
All right, you hear that, everybody? Apparently, Austin
Actually, now that I
has,
recalled it, I heard it too.
Did you really?
Yes.
How long ago?
Today, that's when I found out that I apparently am living rent-free in Cloud's brain.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He loves you.
Well, I think he should just be disintegrated. But anyways.
Oh? Okay.
Completely ignoring the peanut gallery, we will continue.
Get wrecked!
Yo, whose freaking dog is that?
Sorry.
The peanut galleries.
Uh, what do you guys make of this situation? I think it's rather...
Special.
Yeah.
Well, honestly,
Woman's going to jail.
I feel
I
like
mean, technically, he should be going to jail for, dating.
But if he hasn't done any sexual conduct, then no, he can't go to.
he can't
directly to
really.
jail.
No. I think he should be in jail because I don't think, but I also feel like he should be re-educated because I don't think he truly understands what he's doing.
Exactly.
Look, I
You touch three, we're all gonna have problems.
Yeah, no.
I worked with a lot of like people way back when, and I took a couple of psychology classes, which again doesn't make me very qualified, but I know kind of how the mind works. And
Psychologically speaking.
coming from like psychoanalytic theory, a lot of the people say that things that happen when you're younger influence what happens to you when you're an adult, and he lost his younger sister when he
that might
was
actually...
like younger, and like it's really sad, and I don't want to be mean, but like at this point, like you have to think about it. Is it the loss of the sister that makes him yearn for the company of a little girl?
That's
Yeah.
a possibility.
That's a possibility. I didn't think about that one. But I didn't know that he lost a younger sister until now.
He did, and he told us like every time. He was like, I lost my younger sister. And I was like, feel bad.
No, yeah, and it's sad, but like still, it doesn't excuse any behavior. Well,
Let's be fairly honest. Everyone in the blind community, none of everyone's behavior is excusable. Not just
Agreed. It's
Man of
just that
Steel.
agreed. It's just that some people's behavior is more excusable than others, and I think in this scenario, this is absolutely unexcusable. I understand, like, there's a lot of psychological shit that might go into this, and there's a lot of psychological stuff that would go into any kind of situation resembling this. You know, whether it be, pedophilic like this or not so, but it doesn't excuse anything, in my opinion, and I think everyone in this room can agree with that.
yeah.
Yep.
This is something that is, I think this is a lot more deep than people might think or give it much thought, and I think especially Tony and Austin as well, I think you two would recognize that. But how deep it goes, how deep this hole is, we have no idea of knowing.
Of course we don't.
it's a rabbit hole.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that makes sense. But like,
Note the rabbit in the hole.
yes, we know that rabbits are small, and that's why
No,
he needs little girls
I'm
to fit
talking
in.
about that hole is continuous. It does not stop.
I'm bugging the shit out of you. So,
I know.
but like you think about stuff like that, and then it's just like, it's still inexcusable because now you're in a supposed polyamorous relationship with 2 minors. Not only that, they're 2 best friends whom your relationship with one of them has torn them apart multiple times.
Like, this is just an example. Okay, so if he was dating me and then I'm sorry. I'm just gonna.
No,
use
you're
him
fine,
as
you're
an
fine.
Example. Marianne. Okay, so if he was dating me and then he would date Marianne at the same time, like that's just dating 2 friends that are very close. That's just like if you were to.
Oh, it's
date 2
9/11.
minors, if you were like to dating 2 minors, then you should have thought about what you did before you actually, you know.
Yeah, I personally think 1 minor is enough, and you should already be in jail for that. But 2 minors,
That's something different.
you're going to the Alaskan Shredder for that one.
Lol.
That's just gonna be. Sorry, but like he dated 2 minors. Well,
No, he's still dating them.
He's still dating 2 minors. He should have found somebody his age that he can date, not date like a 12 and a 13-year-old. Like that's just like.
Hey, like just out of a quick like thought, how old are you?
I'd rather not say.
No, it's fine. It's for an example. How old are you? You're 14, and you already know not to date people who are 12 and under if you're that old, right? So by extension, if he's 23, then he should definitely know better, right?
Right.
Stupid.
Right. Like that was just an example, but like he can't just do that. Like you have to find somebody your age, because You don't find somebody your age.
Cause like, what if they meet in person?
Right.
Yeah.
And then
That's
and,
a
like, they
scary
do
thought.
stuff?
That's a
That's
scary thought.
He's technically raping them.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
and then what if he does like sexual stuff
That's
to
that's
those
raping.
two?
Yeah.
I mean, like, even online, like, that's a concern of mine, you know? Because, like, I have a sister around your guys' age, and I said in another video, like, if a 20-year-old came walking down the driveway to take her on a date, like, you wouldn't make it off my driveway.
No, your ass would be
I'll
grass.
knock you out.
Yeah, that's what my sister talked about with him.
Yeah.
She
And,
yelled at him.
I mean, and your sister is, like, around his age, too, or?
She's 19.
Yeah, which she knows better. You know, you guys know better, and you guys are underage. Considering that he's older
What
than
the
even her,
fuck?
she should know better. He should know better.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, you were right the first time. She.
what?
Donald's a she. Donald's a she.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, continue.
But yeah, and it's totally like good of your sister that she would yell at him, because I did the same thing. And oh, Jesus Christ.
Like I have an older sister, but she lives far away. So if I was on a FaceTime call with her, and if she saw me with a stranger, then she would come down here and beat him up.
No, yeah, which is fair. Like,
Yeah, because like we care for each other, like we love each other. So she would do anything to protect me.
so like, where are these girls' parents? Like I know
None of
Allie
them
is
care.
allowed to date like 18 guys at once, but like,
18.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
but like,
She
what's up
talks
with?
about it. She talks about this stuff in front of her dad, and he doesn't say anything.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Yeah,
That's-
literally. I was on the
yeah.
phone with her the other day, and she was talking about it with her dad, like Donald and Jaden, and then she even said both of their ages, and her dad was just sitting there like,
I mean,
What
like,
the-
I guess, like, in a parent's eye, like, if you really think about it, it's like, oh, he's 23 and she's like 12, but it's like, oh, like he's out of state. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? And eventually this will all end. And like, in a parent's eyes, that makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, why do you not have any concern for the well-being
daughter.
of your,
your
not only your
daughter,
daughter, but like your daughter's
Your son,
friends?
like your
Right.
like your grandchild, your daughter, your son, any child that is under the age of 20 or so. Like you should be really concerned about that, because if you don't, then who knows what
Something
they're
can
gonna get
happen.
themselves into.
Yeah.
Besides, people are dumb when they're kids. There's no denying.
Yeah,
that.
and
Especially that age.
And then he's just like, oh, I'm waiting until she turns 18, which is in 6 years, right?
"You are not waiting."
Yeah,
No,
like,
he's gonna get bored. In
yeah,
6 years.
he's gonna get bored in
Trust
6
me.
years. Not only that, he's 11 years older, and I asked him, I go, hey, does it give you like a certain sort of rush to know that you were in middle school when your girlfriend was in her father's balls? And then,
Well then.
That's the way to put it, but it's true.
I think it's a rather vulgar way to put it, but still, like,
But it's true.
I don't date at a certain amount, like, younger or older than me, just because, like, I think about that, you know? It's just like, where was I when they were this age, you know? And if it was somebody 7 years younger than me, my sister is 7 years younger than me, and that would bother me a lot,
Yeah, true.
you know?
You gotta think about what you do before you actually do it, because when he didn't even think about what he did before he actually did it, he just went straight on,
Like, he had a girl he almost married. And then,
Apparently, at least.
okay, but then she, like, talked smack about his sister who died, and then he broke up with her, which, fair enough.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fair, like, if you talk about my sister and my sister's dead, and, like, I'm trying to marry you, and you're like, your sister's dead, I'd be like, you want to be next? Like,
Oh damn.
like, I can marry you, and then your life insurance is mine, don't talk shit. So
We don't condone
and,
death
and then
here.
I could beat you up, so.
Yeah, you know, but like, don't beat your women, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And don't beat your men either, because
And don't
gender
beat-
equality, with gender equality now, if you do beat your man, he has every equal right to give you a right back, and so we don't talk about that. Don't beat anybody. Because apparently it's
Keep your
2021
hands
and you
to
have to include all the 9 million genders. So keep your hands to
All the
yourself.
9 million.
And don't beat any helicopters, men, women, trees, Groots, aliens, or Jumanji
Yeah,
corn
characters.
people.
things.
The corn
Yeah,
people. Yeah, you can't forget about the corn people.
The corn.
Corn.
But yeah, like they were saying, it's just like you guys are 14 and you know better, you know? And he's just like, but I love her, and it's just like,
But I don't give a
meh.
fuck. You're going
Don't
to
think you
jail.
do. Don't think you do. Don't think you do.
I don't know, yo. I've always thought that like a relationship should be handled like on the closeness level, where like you're not 9 million states away from them. And then like some people were like, oh yeah, like long distance is possible. And they're right. In a sense. In a sense they are correct, but it takes the right type of person and the motivation to try. And the right type of person is not 12 years old living in California.
It's really not any teenager, to be honest with you.
What's up?
It's really not any real teenager, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be
Just being
fair.
real.
Like, LDRs only work if both people try to make them work. Not only that, if there's actually a future with it working. Because I know some people who are like, oh yeah, we're gonna meet up and it's gonna be the best thing ever. And I'm just like, okay, so what are you doing to work towards your plane tickets to go visit your girlfriend or boyfriend? And they're just like, what's a job?
Where, like wherever you want to go to see them. So,
Yeah, but the fact that it would be two 12-year-olds, or a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old, and apparently this isn't his first time doing it, like from what I know.
No.
He did it when he was younger too, and I have a video about that, and I'll put it out later when my software comes back. But yeah, that makes it even worse.
Especially considering the supposedly of the age of this first victim,
Yeah.
which put into perspective really makes it seem way worse than this ever was.
I mean, and then you have to think about all the other allegations that have been put on him besides just that one thing.
And we can't even confirm if those allegations are true or not. Like, we don't
No,
know.
we can't
Also,
confirm that those allegations are true. That's true. But like, as many things as have happened lately, it wouldn't surprise me if they were.
Mhm.
You know? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Is Austin still here, or is he like drinking his boba milk tea in his fucking garage or something?
Shut up!
Oh, never mind.
You're fucking wrecked.
you heard
No,
that?
I'm still here.
Shut up, be quiet.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say anything. That's why I was
My
just like, what
sister's
happened
in
to
the
him?
audience.
I'm over here being.
Can you let her in, or?
I sent the whitey
Who's in
stuff
the audience?
probably-
That's the one that yelled at Donald. You can let her in if you
What
want.
the hell is
Okay,
this
hold up.
Discord thing?
Hold up.
I don't know,
Read
but I'm
the
here to
bottom
cause
one.
discord on Discord.
Shut up. That just sounded really weird.
I'm known as the one who yelled at Donald now.
I'm gonna put you in my contacts as the one who yelled at Donald.
Oh, they're actually happy you used.
You don't even have my number.
I mean, you can't put
Alfonso.
can't put people in your clubhouse
is that
contacts, can you?
Melody?
Yes, sir.
I can tell
Oh.
just based on the emojis.
You guys
No.
are happy I yelled at him.
Should we
Yeah.
not be? Like, I yelled
Well,
at
cause
him.
she said she's the one who yelled at Donald, so I didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing.
And
But
then-
hell
and
Oh,
then-
yeah,
yeah, that's a good thing. That is the best
Hell
thing
yeah, I
ever.
yelled at him.
Like,
He's
yeah,
a
you better be
pedophile.
proud that you fucking yelled at him.
he's a whole ass pedophile. And since this room is being recorded, Donald Mears is a whole ass pedophile, fucking with 9 to 12-year-old little girls. Pedophile, pedophile, pedophile.
That's tough. So, like, how did you come to find out, and what did you do?
So this little girl, I'm not gonna say her name, but we were friends, and she was going into details about what he was saying to her, and like the things that she was saying, they're not something that a little kid would know unless somebody said it to them. You know what I mean?
So, what was he saying to them?
I want to throw this question out here. Who hasn't had the honors of calling the police on him?
So, I was actually gonna, like, call an FBI field office.
FBI agent.
He was telling her. I don't know. Are you guys okay?
I mean, Tony is not wrong there.
Are you
Could you
guys okay
do
with me
that?
telling
Like, could you theoretically do that?
If you have the
Hold on, I
evidence,
want to hear this. Shut up.
Yeah, you guys are okay.
if you have the evidence against him that he's done some type of illegal harassment, yes.
I sure do.
Which then he could they could issue a warrant to confiscate all his devices.
I have audio of him admitting that he's dating a 12-year-old girl.
Well, there's already evidence on the internet that's
There is already evidence on the internet.
And then there's a certain file that the
sir.
Whiteys.
Oh,
gave
so you guys know
up
about it too?
Yeah,
Yes.
I called him out for it multiple times, and he was like,
Yeah, so no, check this out though. So I was yelling at him and I was like, "You're a whole ass pedophile. You're not a man because grown men don't mess with children." And then he was sitting there and he was calling me a bitch and a hoe, and then he was throwing out death threats.
Hey Donald, let me teach you one thing. You don't call a woman a hoe. That's what you use to take care of your garden.
yeah,
And
just
then
because.
he got upset with me. He got upset with me because I said, "Okay, well, I'm a hoe for somebody who's grown. You mess with children. That's the difference." Because I am in a relationship. I'm in a very happy and healthy relationship with somebody who's grown. He's in a relationship with somebody who's barely learning to stick in a tampon. There's a difference.
Oh fuck!
Well, now it's 2.
And so, what was he saying?
I'll text you who the 2 people are.
So, the first time I had called him out, I really didn't yell at him. I was just like, "So, what makes you think it's okay to mess with a 12-year-old? Like, you think that's okay?" He said, "Yeah, it's not wrong." And I was like, "So if I reported you for it, they would tell me that I'm wrong for calling you out because you're messing with a 12-year-old?" And then I didn't really get to go any further because him and Jaden were moderators, so one of them removed me from the room.
Of course they would.
Now there would be an investigation into it, but the likelihood something would surface the day of him getting thrown into prison.
Okay, but like, who cares if the likelihood is low? We should still do something about it.
No, but then
I'm not in the mood to deal with the paperwork. You want to do it, Tony?
so then I had confronted him a second time. But this time it was unintentional. Like, I was just sitting in the room with them because he's around my sister. I don't want him around her, but I mean, hey, whatever.
It
So
makes sense, yeah. Like, I was.
So I'm sitting in a room with him, and I'm singing something, and my sister was like, "Yeah, sing it." And this little girl, Jaden, she was like, "No, please don't fucking sing it." And I was like, "First of all, you're a little ass kid, so don't get smart with me." And then he wants to jump in, and he wants to be like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And I was like, "You have no room to talk. You're a whole ass pedophile." He said, "Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You're a bitch. You're a hoe." And I was like, "And you're a pedophile." And then he said, "Yeah, and you are too. You probably mess with little girls." And I was like, "So you're saying that I am too, admitting that you're a pedophile yourself?"
Damn.
And then I was like, "You're 20." I was like, "You're 23, 24, messing with a 12-year-old." I was like, "What are you doing in the room with these little girls?" He was like, "Okay, and you are doing what?" Because I'm over 18, but I don't mess with little girls. You know, I went in there because my sister was in there. It was her room.
Yeah. And like, I've gotten
and
called
then,
out
no,
for
but
the
this
same
is-
thing too, because I'm like around the same age. I'm 21.
This is where it gets crazy, okay?
Uh-huh.
I had to yell at this little girl because, and I don't like yelling at little kids, but I feel like sometimes they deserve it. I had to yell at her because she was like, "Bitch, I'll knock you the fuck out. Why are you yelling at him?"
I would have said, just come try it.
Yeah, come here. I'll
So
put you in
since
your
no, but
goddamn
then
car seat.
since she wanted to talk like
I'll split you where the good Lord wanted to.
since she wanted to talk like she was grown, I yelled at her like she was grown. I was like, "Okay, bet. Drop your addy. What's your address? What the fuck?" She was like, 920, bitch. I was like, "Okay, that's not a city. That's not a state." I was like, "So exactly, fuck you and your dry coochie ass. Get the fuck out of here." And then I moved her to the audience. And then I moved Donald to the audience. And I was like, until you can learn some fucking manners, you can sit there. And then they left. And then I yelled at him again a third time because I caught him in the room with them again a third time. And this time when I yelled at him, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing in this room with these little girls? That's why your dick stinks. That's why the only pussy you can get is the one that you see when you look in the mirror and the one you came out of. I don't know what your fucking problem is." And then he comes back up,
It's still around.
and then he comes back up and he says, "Bitch, I'll kill you."
Oh.
He said, "My hands are murderous." Because at first he was sitting there
I'd love
talking
for
shit
Donald
like
to come after me.
he was sitting there talking shit like he was gonna do something to me. And I was like, "I just want you to know my hands are bisexual. I don't fear men or women." He said, "Okay, and my hands are murderous, bitch, I'll kill you."
So now there's actual death threats involved. So this goes quite a bit further because it gets even more suspicious when you talk to him. Somebody who isn't actually messing with anybody will like try to come at you in a calm, presentable manner, and now he's just threatening to kill people.
Yeah, and then one of my friends had came in and he was like, "Listen, are you or are you not the Donald Mears from Fort Washington, Maryland, who plays for the Maryland Raptors goalball team?" And he got scared and he went on mute. I was like, "See, you want to sit there and talk all that shit and you don't think it's wrong to mess with little girls, but it is. It's all the way wrong. And you want to call me a bitch and a hoe because I'm a grown-ass woman calling you out on your shit."
Yeah, he came at me in a more presentable manner. He was just like trying to justify his stuff, and I was like, "No, fam, you cannot justify that to me. No matter what you say, it's not right." And then
Yeah.
and then Jaden called me like a couple days ago, and I have the call. It's in my computer, and she was just like, "Hey, like, by the way, I don't know what's up with him or you or anything like that." And I'm like, "I just have a problem with the way I don't have a problem with you. You got dragged into this by him. I don't have a problem
She
with
got
you."
dragged into it, but as a little kid, like, I get she's a little kid, but seeing the way that her mom talks to her, it seems like she would know better than to disrespect adults. Maybe she does and maybe she doesn't. Either way, she doesn't have no business threatening a grown person saying, "I'll knock you out." Because there's somebody grown that she could say that to who would not give a fuck that she's 12. You know what I mean? And they will legitly throw hands at her.
Probably, but that's none of us.
Right.
Luckily for her.
Luckily.
Yeah, luckily because
Yeah, because my sister was over there. She was telling her, she was like, "She has man hands. You don't want to say that to her. She has man hands." But
You don't want to say that to
do.
her. She loads the fucking trucks at Petco.
she only says that because I wrestled. But
Yeah, no, I get that. I
I-
knew a lot of girls on the wrestling team when I was in high school.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I started when I was 4, and then I wrestled all the way up until my senior year in high school.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with the shit he does, and I sure did cuss him the fuck out. And I have audio of me yelling at him. I have audio of him admitting that she's 12 and that he's 23 and that he's dating her. And I have audio of him saying that he's dating her because her family is supposedly okay with it.
Can we have it?
Now I want to say something.
You have it?
I sent this to Tony and Alfonso privately. The one thing that I'm going to say now is because of the way that the dynamics of this situation, and I'm speaking on the behalf of any law advice I've had with law enforcement when it comes down to this crap, engaging with him is just going to get you in as much trouble as it will him. because you're stirring the pot and it's just gonna rile up and make more illegal problems. Let him do his thing. Let him fuck up. You gather the evidence. Do not cause him to react on it.
Oh, I purposely do not engage with him unless he's around my sister, because you have no business being around her.
I get protecting family, but she needs to watch what she does. You need to communicate with her off of Clubhouse, off of whatever platform.
Look, that's already been done.
Direct message, and don't be around him.
No. That's already been done. She already knows not to talk to him.
Okay.
But my thing is, either way, I'm grown and he's grown, and for him to sit there and be disrespectful and throw out death threats, that's not something you take lightly at all.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not something you can just sit there and not react to.
Like when Cloud was like 17 or 16 and he would tell people that he was gonna murder them, like it's whatever, but like this man is like 23.
Actually, funny fact, I'd have to actually go and get in contact with the FBI, but I can get them videos pulled. I can royally fuck Cloud over, by the way. Because guess what? Even though Melody deleted the channel, the videos are still on Google's server.
So does that mean that the old Dawn videos are on there too?
Yep, everything is still on there. No matter what you delete, once you send it up, it does not come back down.
Yeah, so we might need that.
But I'd have to go and file stuff through our federal government and get some warrants, and I'd have to have some really valid excuse that if I don't, that is illegal, and therefore I'd actually be thrown in federal prison for it.
So what would be a good enough excuse?
Something pretty nasty. Now I could cause certain things to collapse, like classic bureaucratic role to cause someone to get pissy and go after me and threaten me and all that, and then revolt on him, but I gotta make sure I leave my paws clean in the process.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like the fact that he has engaged with multiple people. With me he was presentable. He tried to speak like as eloquently as he could. And then with her, I guess since she's a girl, he felt more confident, and now he's just like throwing out that he's gonna murder people.
He felt very confident because he didn't think I was gonna say nothing. But the thing about it is, I'm not just no pushover. Like I might sound nice, but no, you got me all the way fucked up, and that's what he did. Like, okay.
I get defending, but like I said, I'm on the side of the law here, where
I mean, we all are, but my thing is, if he comes at me sideways, then he gets what he gets. You call me a bitch, you call me a hoe, you say you're gonna kill me. Who are you? The fuck?
Me, I just turn around and say, okay, find me, try to kill.
That's not something you take lightly. I'm sorry.
That's what I do.
That's not how I would handle it. Either.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, that's not how I would handle it.
I mean, do you guys? I mean, did I overreact?
Okay.
No.
Listen to me for a second. Listen, y'all are taking this out of context, and I don't care if this is being recorded, because if he finds out where he is, where I live, comes within my four walls in the state of Florida, threatens me or my family, I have the right to murder him. Point blank. Murder him.
You had the right to murder him when he threw out that threat in the first place.
No, you do not.
I sure did. Because when you're sitting there and you're throwing that threat out, okay, once you get to me, it's over.
Threat. That's an empty threat.
It's a threat that shouldn't have been made, period. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
I understand that, but I
don't even know who I'm talking to. Anyways.
Don't worry about it.
It don't matter. Let's just resume.
But yeah, so you have audio. That would probably come in handy at some point.
At some point or another, yes.
I definitely think that something needs to be done. If not, like, through the law, at least making people aware, because maybe people actually fucking step into, well, probably not their parents, because their parents...
There's too much talk. This is all fucking bullshit, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you're making a video on it, because like I said, It's just bullshit that's never gonna get the law's attention. It's a bunch of bullshit. The minor, a parent not
Because
being-
awareness, because this is shit.
Dude,
Because this is shit you
dude,
can't just not.
This has been going on for how long now?
We don't even know.
This has been going on since July. Congratulations.
No, that's no.
Before,
Wait, so is
before
this room made to talk about him? Like,
Yes, it was by me and
Me.
me and him.
oh, so this is Alfonso's room?
Yes,
Yep.
this is my room.
Oh, cool. I don't know. It's just my thing is I don't engage with people. I can be friendly, but the minute you start to toss threats out there, I'm not just gonna be like, okay. No, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna tell you first the fuck of all, who are you? Because you think that you can threaten me because I'm a woman? Because clearly one of you said he was presentable with you because you're a
he
male.
was.
But because I'm a female, he thought he could get brave. You see what I'm saying?
He was.
Just because I'm a
yeah.
woman doesn't mean you can sit there and be like, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Oh, you're a bitch. You're a hoe. No.
Do you did he ever say that and you have it?
I sure do. But I don't. Oh my gosh. I can't listen to that shit without getting pissed off. And there were also witnesses there. So even if I lose it, there were so many people in the room
Yeah.
who have no reason to lie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't know me. So why would they lie to make me look good? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the mindset of some people.
It's not worth. It's just.
And it's not worth understanding. I don't want to
Right.
get to know the deep, dark layers of their twisted
Yeah,
mind.
that's fair too. And I think this is where we're gonna cut it off, but we don't have to leave the room. We can just stay here. So this was TBP, the Whiteys, Alfonso, and the one who yelled at Donald. I'm just kidding. You can give your name. I'm just fucking with you.
My name's Alofa.
All right. So this was all of us signing off. Okay, so I thought it was over. I thought it was over, and I turned off the recording. But
I thought so too. I don't know.
I'm
what
another
we go.
victim. It's not.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm another.
what? You can state your name for the recording, or if you don't want to, you can just not say.
Okay, well, I am Ladrea.
I have heard of you.
Oh, you're the person that was referred to.
Yeah.
In my stream that I made.
Mm-hmm.
Brennan, I know him a little bit, not that much.
I talked
No.
to Connor
Oh,
about
Connor.
you for a video that I was doing on this same subject.
Oh, okay.
And so what happened? You said
Congratulations,
he did
Connor.
what?
You're now
Yes, I
fucking
want-
useless.
That's Ricky.
Wow. So, it kind of started when I was 8. And he would, make advances towards me, like, oh, I like you, and stuff like that. And he would do this, he did it for, 4 years, and then when I turned 12, we started dating, until he asked me if I wanted to have sex in the girls' bathroom, at the school we went to. It almost happened, and it was very scary. Luckily, I got out of it. And then a year later, one of my friends, who was 12, he had sex with her in, the school's basement.
And he was what,
And-
17 then, right?
He was 17, yeah. And, my friend's, parents, they filed, a restraining order and stuff like that. And still to this day, he tries to make advances towards me, which is pretty scary, knowing what he could have done to me.
Right. And did it continue after you were 12, or was it just...
Yeah, so he never really stopped. When I was about 14, he was 18, so that's illegal. When I was 14, he said, I still like you and I'm so sorry for what I did. I learned my lesson and stuff like that. And of course, I was like, okay, we never dated or anything, but I was just like,
whatever, I
Like,
guess.
okay, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask this: since after he turned 18, did he have any sex with any minors?
What was your question? Did he have sex with minors after?
After he turned the legal age of 18, did he have sex with any minors?
I don't know.
Okay, because if he did, and if there's actual evidence that that happened, which can't be really proven, because there's only 2 people to have sex with, unless you do it, have other people involved. But anyways, we don't get into that.
Okay, Austin, we don't need to know you like foursomes, okay?
Hell no. Oh no. It's a real party up in them pants. I gotta go.
Goddamn.
No, but okay.
There was multiple in hell no.
Now, Tony, make sure you better be careful, because we all know you and Felipe love to have 8-somes. Now.
Yeah, we record CDs together, actually.
I know, and
Okay.
of course you want to get him an iPhone now, because you want.
I'm gonna mute because I'm about to go eat.
encrypted in HD.
All right, no problem.
Wait, I'm gonna FaceTime you so I can talk to Dad, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, you can talk to me. Hang on.
I'll be back with my sarcastic ass.
I'm your new dad.
You're a very young dad.
Oh, so is that it, or did anything else happen?
Nothing really happened after that. I mean, there are still times like today where he still tries to find ways to contact me and things like that. Like a couple days ago, he found my number and he told me like that he was in love with me from when I was 8, which is
Wait, but he's dating Jaden. So not
Yeah.
only is
And
he
he lied
dating
about that
Jaden
too.
and Allie, he's telling you he was in love with you since you were 8, and considering that he was 12 when you were 8 and
This is
16 when you
awkward.
were 12, that means you're 19 right now, right?
yeah.
Which again isn't as bad, but then telling somebody that you were in love with them since they were 8 is kind of weird.
Like, not gonna lie, he usually comes into rooms. Well, he used to come into rooms with me and Mary and her sister. And
Good news, he won't be able to come in this room because I blocked him.
like, I talked to Jaden. I talked to Donald, but talking to Donald, he just made me like all sorts of just. He was weird. Like, I didn't get any good vibes from him. I felt bad vibes. I stayed normal the whole time. I was like, no. Like, considering like I'm 14 and considering I know some of this, I don't know some of this, not all. But like, he just, I didn't like how he basically dated minors, considering 14.
Yeah.
But like the weird vibes that he gave me, like I didn't tell anyone, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it normal, you know? I did not like what he was doing, and I did like, you know, Marianne's my best friend. Like we're very close with each other. I have other best friends too. Her sister is like my best friend too, so she basically protects all of us.
So why didn't you like the way he was acting with Marianne? Was he like talking to them weird, or?
No, it's just that like he gives off weird vibes.
Like what vibes?
I have no idea, but it's just that
Like, I guess you can tell that he's a bad, if that makes sense.
because he usually like watches videos and stuff, and I get really bored. But when he was dating Jaden, and now he's dating Allie.
He's dating Allie? I didn't know that.
And Jaden at the same time.
And Allie and Jaden.
Allie Elliott.
And
Yep.
That is my. Oh my god.
By the
I
way.
told her.
and
Wait, you told her not to what?
Hey, so Allie, long story short, she's been my best friend for the past 3 years. And I told her the story about Donald, and she agreed with me that he was disgusting. I didn't know that she's dating him.
And why the fuck did she text me about Jaden and that? Back
Oh
in
my
July.
god.
Okay. Oh my god.
What is happening? No idea.
Because I have an iMessage here from Allie, clearly stating that she's all upset about Jaden picking sides with Donald and how their friendship has been shredded. But now she's dating the damn dick that dicked over her friendship.
Yeah.
You're dating two.
I'm sorry,
minors.
but I'm gonna call bullshit on a lot of this because something seems smelly.
No, yeah, definitely. And I'm going to end the recording for hopefully the final time this time.
Yeah.
This is TBP, Ladrea, Whitey's, Austin, and Robin.
You know what? We're gonna pull it up on the Fat Ass Mac and I'll show you all the iMessages.
Signing off. Take care, everybody.